Maybe. We'll see what Twitch has to say. We'll see what Twitch has to say. Says stuff. That's good. All right. So in the interest of trying to figure out what we're doing, I'm really upset with VU right now. I'm not happy with the proposed changes of VU, and it's basically in protest of trying to play the game. Like, don't get me wrong, I love VU. I think it's like it has the potential to be an amazing game. It really does. But some of the proposed changes they have made to the game are just like asinine. Like I don't understand. Like I get some of it. Like I really do. But I can't support the game. Not right now. I just this one I need to go here. I need to go calendar. We're August, so we can put in the love. Planting season, so we can plant canola right now. So I don't know. And in the interest of just not being completely frustrated, and trying to just have a little bit of fun, we loaded up the old farm simulator here. A lot of runs. There's some. Hey. 7 a.m. At least one of us needs heading to work to the airport. Yes. Oh wait, that's me. I'm doing good. How you doing this morning, nerdy? I will be heading to work in the airport later. Hi, Cinder. What, I say nerdy, and you think that you to come put your nose in my face? All right, that works out. I don't. You're weird. You're a crazy dog. I do not really want to spend. I don't have this. Is I've got. I agree, my friend. So, yeah, it's some days that's all you get. I agree with that statement. I don't really want to spend 25. I think as little builds we have right now. I think I'm just gonna keep the rocks. Oh, and then here. Get all my stuff started here. Come on. Come on. Let's see again. Like this, and then I do this. Nope. Oh, is it not working because it's under what control? I think it's just do that, and then I can do this. It didn't really show up that well on camera. I got my beacon working. To be fair, it wasn't difficult. I think I may start with a foraging wagon. What have you been doing lately, Nerdy? What have you been playing? background after I go to mostly playing anything at all. Yeah, obviously we've been playing a lot of Dual Universe lately, but unfortunately Dual Universe has decided that isn't an optimal plan anymore. Um, so with them deciding that that is no longer an optimal plan, uh, we have to come up with a better plan now. I just
What did I do? What have I done? What crops are we talking about?
Oh, we were just talking about the games we've been playing and stuff lately, and how you've been let down. They make some changes here starting soon, and
yeah. No, I just saw the thing about crops and thought, what have I done? No, that's not the. Try that again. Force of habit, clicked on the wrong icon.
what? Why am I talking on Discord, but Discord looks like it's...
Oh, is Discord having a moment?
Yeah. It's got the little spinny thing, and it says, "Did you know adjust color saturation accessibility settings? Connection problems, let us know. Tweet us server status." I just hit the little thing and just spinning. But I'm talking to you on Discord.
Usually happens when one part of the service is down, but not another. Like, you're still connected, and it's still holding the connection open in the background, because it handles that in the background, but it's probably dropped out of connection to the API.
And then...
Where's Discord? Discordstatus.com.
I'll cut Discord and give corn peanuts and apples. I wouldn't put it past him. And then but we can do this now, Nerdy, too. Watch. Bam!
Nope, supposedly everything's up. Maybe your Discord just had a moment.
So we have, I have my little light back here. I have all the LEDs back there. I have candelabras up here. I've actually got more lights. Well, not more lights. I have more controllers ordered for back there. So right now I have 1, 2, 3, like, I have all 4 of the shelves, and basically the bottom 2 shelves are all on the same controller. I'm going to change it so that each shelf has got its own controller, so that I can control them individually. And then on the bottom shelf, I'll add a couple of more strings to it, because it's only got 1 string on the bottom shelf. So I add a little bit more light back there, and then once I do that, I'll be able to control them so that each one of those I can make a different color, and it does all kinds of crazy stuff. We get a forging wagon, I think. I'm just gonna buy the cheapest one because I don't really want to lease it.
I guess I found another color it doesn't understand. Sorry?
Pete's on a mission to try to find the weirdest colors that the system doesn't understand. I think there's somewhere they have a complete list of colors.
Because so far, Glaucus and Meridian don't work.
Okay.
Which
this also understand Spanish. So and then like
so this is Viridian. It's supposed to be a green. Supposed to actually be very close to the green of the Windows 95 background, but you know. Peter doing Peter things. Anyway. Uh-oh. Bomb's gonna get rainbowed.
I don't know if rainbow is a command. I can set that up like that's probably gonna be another one I'm going to set up. The command, I don't know if the commands will stay. Or if we're gonna change the commands from their current settings.
Yeah, no, it's not a command. This is though.
So it does all kinds of stuff too. For some reason, Tab doesn't seem to be working this morning.
Not starting, not connecting.
Seems like it's dark. I guess it's not connected.
Maybe try relogging in. I love that it shows that on stream.
Yeah, I don't know. I think it's something to do. Okay, there it goes. So let me try this again. So yeah, so then once you do that, so I haven't changed it back, but so now pretty much anybody from Cornerstone comes in and says anything, all the lights blink and everything. I think we can have it so that like even if Nerdy comes in and speaks, well, not if you speak, it's a little bit harder to do than just speaking. No, that's already there. You can already spend channel points, Nerdy. You can actually change the default color of the room with channel points. And then I have red, blue, and green that you can spend channel points on. I'm probably going to set up something to do different colors. I don't know if I want to do jump scares like Eevee does.
So I'd end up giving Plum a heart attack.
Because I have like and some of these I have no idea how loud they are. like I'm playing with. Oh, there's this one. So you can integrate like music with it. You can integrate. Obviously, you've seen the Blueprint of Death. Like this one. Oh, here. That was not too loud. Then there's like there's all kinds of stupid ones in the background that we can do. I'm too busy playing with lights and not buying a dang trailer. It's a beat. Yeah, I'm toying with trying to get, because I can control the individual lights different with different things. If I had smarter LEDs in the back, I think I could even cause the strings to do stuff. So, like if I had adjustable LEDs, the LEDs I have aren't adjustable. They're dumb smart lights. So basically, it's the whole string. Whereas if I had, there's other ones like I think if I had ones that had individually adjustable LEDs, I could run the like effects through the strings. We'll see. Like so, if somebody has ideas for colors or stuff like that, all you have to do is let me know, and then I may spend some time between tickets at work trying to figure out a obviously I can't test stuff at work, but for the most part I think I have an idea of how to set most of these things up, so I should be able to do it. The only problem is the controllers for the strings, their name doesn't transfer through. Yeah, no worries, nerdy. Life is important in having to pay the bills. I understand it, man. Be safe. Be safe at the with your commute and the working. Can't fly today.
You know, I've decided that this new schedule of yours is great. I don't have to stay up as late, and we can see Nerdy in the morning sometimes.
Yeah, at least get to say hi. Being hi to nerdy is always a good thing.
So, what do you want me to do? Because I have no permission to do anything, and I have no idea what I'm doing.
But if you've not joined the farm, or do I need to give you permissions?
I have no permissions by default.
That's not very helpful.
Well, it's the idea is that you'd be the farm manager, then you'd be telling me what the hell to do. I have gotten my... Oh, no, there we go, I'm out.
You should be... Oh. Um, as for what we're gonna do, I don't have the information. Um, this thing needs to get out of the way. This thing needs to get out of the way. I'm just at this moment trying to get stuff picked up so that we can. Unfortunately, we don't have enough fields to really do much with.
It's rolling.
What's that?
Apparently, this field needs rolling.
Yeah, well, rollers are probably cheap. We need to pick up
Oh, I did a little bit of looking into the shader for the Beetle. We need to convert it from using vehicle dirt shader to vehicle shader.
Okay.
However, I don't think either of us will be physically able to.
Well,
Because
that's
when
not
you change the
nice.
shader over and look at it, it becomes a seizure-inducing nightmare.
You
And
need
I couldn't look at it, so I'm pretty sure you won't be able to look at it. So
it. Seems like there would be a better way to do that. Would it be something that if we went into the previous version, we'd be able to change it maybe in the previous version of the?
I don't know. My understanding from how the shaders work is each copy of the game has the previous one's files, so it gets one, new version of support, which probably makes it easier to, keep them up to date. But I'd imagine the shader will visually work the same way in 2021 as it did in 2019, just updated for the new engine. So either the parameters are wrong, or it's not compatible. Either way, it is horrible to look at, and I got no work done before stream up until like sort of the last half hour because, well, my yeah, it was like strapping about 700 disco rave balls to your eyes and spinning them
Yeah, you
as
know,
fast as possible.
this doesn't sound like fun things to me.
It was not. Side note, the giant editor has reflections, and I think it has lens flare and god rays and all that as well, because
Okay.
it certainly felt like it. Either that, or my eyes are on fire. So yeah, um, the editor has definitely got some work done on it. I'm gonna take a minute just to run around and learn this new town.
We got where stills. Okay.
Yeah, because like I don't know where anything is anymore. New map. Gotta stop hitting tab.
Valley biomass.
Because tab is a key I'd press in satisfactory, and this is not satisfactory. It's a laundromat. What's the laundromat? to laundromat. Oh, the laundromat is where you customize your character again.
Well, I don't remember. I'm pretty sure they have the ability to drive. I can't for the life of me remember how to.
You have the what? The ability to do what now?
Well, no, because we have the ability for the AI to drive themselves there, but I can't remember how to do it.
Give me something with silly color choices. That'll do.
I know it's a stupid way or a stupid easy way to do it. Do not remember for the life of me how. Ah,
I'm now taking my customer character creation very seriously.
yes.
Plum's just like, no, you're not. I already know you're not.
I think we need that. We may not need. Ah, there it is. Go for it. Thank you. Start that. It's unreachable.
Alright.
All right, so
Okay, that's an unload point. Come on. Okay. Hey, Plum. That's
Plum.
not Plum. That wasn't Plum. I was lied to.
Yeah. But anyway, yeah, I drove down the road. So far, we still have cars on. We'll see how long that lasts.
Probably shouldn't run around on foot looking for things, but I figure
Take the
if I
truck.
run around on foot, then I'm not accidentally grabbing vehicles and serving, horseplay. This is a production point. Okay. Okay, so we can buy the bakery.
Yeah, for everything that we can buy pretty all of the factory.
Alright. Okay, so that's a vehicle dealer. Or modification place at least. There's also a shop for just mod. Nice vehicle mod. Okay. Oh, there isn't more this way. Oh. Just let the whole
Actually,
town.
controlling these. I just set them off on their little guys just to let them go and see where they're going. Just to kind of see what they're doing, see if they're working or not.
Okay, we had a negative $43 environmental score penalty. So, not really sure what that means. Oh, I found the local train silo. Never mind. I thought I had, but it's nope, never mind. I did find it. I thought I found it, but it was blocked and then I found another one that wasn't blocked.
Hmm.
So when you come up onto it, there's one that's obvious and one that's less obvious, and one of them has a container in the middle of it.
Well,
What are these environmental score penalties?
I wonder if that's precision farming or something.
Yeah, but why? What's the penalty for? Precision farming. Environmental score. Also gives you another score for activity growing crops in an environment-friendly and sustainable way. There is a total score for your farm across all your fields, and you can obtain the score for each field. Scores shown in your precision farming menu. The score affects crop value. Max score of 100 will increase the price you get by 15. Penalty for having a low score. So we need to manage the nitrogen, the pH value, the weeds, perform a soil sampling, and deal with the tillage. So when it comes to tillage, we want to do the minimal possible. We need to do soil sampling so that we know what the nutrient status of the soil is. Weed control, spot spray technology, whatever that is, will give us the full score of 30 points. Mechanical weed control will give us a score for work, but it'll give us 20 points. Uh, 15 points if you spray the whole field, which gives you the full yield but reduces your herbicide reduction. So without herbicide reduction. Getting the score for the pH, we just have to have the pH right. Nitrogen, we need to use the manure sensor and the crop sensor. And it's another, over fertilize the field, the score goes down. Under fertilize the field, the score goes down. So there's a bunch of stuff to control.
Did it tell you the one field just needed rolling because you looked at it, or?
missed that, but I'm also putting headphones on, so give me a second.
Oh.
And headphones are on.
Hey. Did you just look at the one film and told you need it rolling, or?
Yeah, I just looked at the one. Sorry, I was reading the help manual for this stuff. Where's
It would be
precision
okay if we
farming?
actually need fertilizer or any of that stuff. I figure I'm gonna try to get this stuff planted as much as I can. And we'll start trying to do missions.
Yeah, these fields aren't greatest, it looks like. Oh yeah, field 45 is terrible yield.
That's not bad. You just use everything.
Well, we've got no data for the soil type.
Yeah, I was looking for the sensor, but we may not be able to do it. But we just don't really have the cash to be able to do it yet. And then I can't find where to buy it.
Yeah. The letter P.
It's quite fun.
Alright. I found them. There's actually a section that lets you search for DLC items specifically. So the soil sampler is 17,000.
Yeah, well, it'll fit on the back of the tractor though.
Yeah. The crop sensor is 24,000.
We need multiple sensors now.
I don't know if we need one or multiple. There's a power spray, fertilizer sprayer, which is 53,000, which supports, quote, spot spray, quote unquote, which is the let me try that again. Is the super efficient mode that we're supposed to use. And then it's got some $240,000 slurry tank. So, so on the left, there's a little box with an arrow down, and that's how you go looking for stuff that is specifically for a mod. Where am I on the map? There's a little shop there.
Our places need movers. The next one's gonna have to be we're probably gonna have to try to find the cheapest, like lime spreader slash fertilizer that we can.
You want me to start looking?
Yeah, because I think we're gonna need it.
Okay. Fertilizer spreaders. Cheapest one is 25k.
Okay. Because I prefer to buy that stuff, even if it's the smallest stuff. I probably could sell some stuff. But...
Is that the solid or the liquid we're looking for?
Well, we want to find one that will do lime, I think, fertilizer. Which I think is this solid.
Because I don't know the new icons yet. Let me...
Back there.
That's fertilizer, that's herbicide. So the tank with a leaf is fertilizer. The bag with the leaf is solid fertilizer. Got it. Let's start this again. The cheapest liquid fertilizer is 35,000. Solid is 25.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna go over here and we'll get these things started so we can actually have the stuff.
I'm not surprised the cats have abandoned me. How cold it is.
Here.
Yeah,
Oh.
so this field needs rolling as well. Where's our third field?
It's over the other side of the silo.
I see it now.
Because I checked it, it didn't say it needed rolling or out of rolling. So I put the thing.
Yeah, so this
Maybe it just needs rolling
weeding.
after the seeds or something.
Yeah. So these two both need weeding. Yeah, so it's only the side without seeds doesn't say it needs rolling. So rolling is an afterthought. Which makes sense.
The contract stuff. So 7,000 per baling.
Oh, that seems to fix the weed problem here as well. I guess they hadn't established, maybe. Sorry, I'm looking at fields trying to figure out. Yeah, this one I can see the weeds though. Or maybe those are rock.
Yeah, there's rocks. We don't have a rock picker upper.
That's rocks. Okay. I didn't know that there was actual 3D objects on the ground in 22. Like that's
Yeah,
the
you can
famous
actually.
tech.
The rocks actually cause damage to the equipment also. So
Oh,
if you basically if the rocks get too bad, you don't pick them up. Then they'll start causing damage to the equipment. But at this point, we just couldn't afford a rock picker upper. So we'll just deal with the rocks for now. Eventually, we'll be able to afford them.
is
Basically, I'm going to put a seeder to finish running. So
the how oh stone pickers. Okay.
yeah, but they're
Ooh.
working with this like four of them, and their how much they can hold is even worse.
These are terrible. I guess we're just gonna have repair costs then.
Yeah, I think if it gets really bad, we can just turn it off.
Alright, so what are we doing? Are we doing a contract or?
Yeah, I started the one contract for see how that works out.
Alright. What's the contract for?
Field 74 for plowing.
Okay, so that's a one-person job.
Yeah, I just was trying to.
Yep, fair enough. Gotta stop doing that. Gotta stop hitting tab. Tab is my escape key. Can I?
Oh,
Let's change that.
You start. Maybe. I need to turn that one on.
Change my controls.
So, I'm going to turn the DU report buttons off for a little while. Currently, I'm not happy with the course that DU is taking.
Yeah, didn't know that was still on, but yeah, no, that goes off for a bit.
Like, I wish the game well. I still backed it. I still hope that it does well. And I hope that it, the developers pull their heads out of their butts. But at the moment, like they don't listen. And the frustrating part about it is they specifically say, "Hey, we're listening," and they're not.
No field found?
What's that?
One of the AI workers just crapped out with no field found.
Oh, I hit the wrong button. They were mad because I was trying to tell them to work.
Oh, were you trying to tell them to plow a road or something?
Maybe.
Okay. So we've got canola growing here. Definitely planting season for canola.
Oh, rolling gets rid of the box too. I just push the box back to the surface.
Cool. But I'd imagine the rollers take some damage.
That's possible. But I don't think it'll ever actually kill it.
But It is damage that will accumulate.
I think it just makes it like run slower and slower.
You seen my new craziness or crazy setup yet?
I haven't taken a good look at it.
But you can tell the colors are a bit
Yeah. I'm kind of sad that they don't have more clothing. Yeah.
the shoes and the gloves are different colors too. It's great. Do you have a cultivator?
A what?
A cultivator.
Yes.
Is it in use?
Yes, it's going to Cold 74 right now.
Okay. I'm going to borrow the items for doing field 51. And I'm going to go do field 51.
Hopefully it will allow us to have, well,
Now I gotta play where's the stuff?
be at the
Where's
store.
the stuff?
At least you're not putting what's in the box.
What's in the box there? Let's completely forget how vehicles work for a minute. I probably shouldn't be trying to do this with the keyboard.
Good.
This game does recognize gamepad, right?
Mhm.
Okay, maybe that one's not compatible. Let's grab that one. Or not. Okay. I just need to grab my wheel weight from the left there. Well, I've almost got it. Nope. Uh. Hang on, I got this. Oh, nope, I got out of the vehicle. Let me try that again.
So we're feeling.
Alright, got it now. Where am I going again? Uh, 51. Right. Left. Right. Right. Left past the farm. Alright.
Alright, so the reading ship done. Box 5. Hi, Pete. Hi, Hawk.
Left turn. Oh, nope. Not trees. Gampad's working yet? Nope. Okay. I wonder if this is one of those I've got to restart the game for the gamepad to work.
I don't know.
Alright.
Motion detected at the front door.
It's a shadow.
Yeah, I love detecting motion with shadows. Great.
How do I change?
But between like front, mid, and back.
Yeah.
G.
I love how the where it only works on the area or the land where you have rights to. You just try to mow everything, and then it only mows what you actually mow.
Yeah, it's great. I love this new smart mowing technology and smart blades.
It's like, oh, you can't mow that area.
Let's maximize that. Thank you, game. You've had a target as unreachable.
Oh, good. To be fair, I was kind of.
This tool is reserved for contract work. This tool is preserved for contract work. Meanwhile, I'm trying to turn around on the field. Did I mention this tool was reserved for contract work? This is so goddamn weird. I don't like it. So I found out you can hit left shift B, change the driving direction, and I don't like it.
So you can drive backwards.
But the tools don't work backwards.
Yeah, so
So it was very confusing. Because it was at that point you go from being front steer to rear steer.
I was trying to be cheeky and get the flipper over thing and the wind roller to work at the same time. Did it like well, that's fun. We'll slow down the farm.
I will be right back. I'm gonna go find out if that was just someone walking around like an elephant, or if someone's actually trying to get my attention.
Fun part here. Grass to get back now. field that we have access to. big pile. Evie, thanks for the host. How you doing today? Unless it's the ghost host again. In that case, thank you for the host.
What's free? 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 What's free?
Bot dieting. Tired, excited, and nervous. What's he excited and nervous about? Anything special, or just general?
Morning, Evie.
That's correct.
I'm back, by the way.
Yeah. Oh, nice. Well, hopefully that all works out for you. That'd be great.
Take it, tab stopped working again.
I think it cracked. It was just gone.
Alright. After stream, I'll get you to give me the log file.
I
Yes, I have
restarted
two
it.
boxes.
I'm waiting for Evie to talk again. See if it works.
I wonder if it's dying once it talks to Lumia Stream. Except it doesn't, because it doesn't talk to Lumia Stream.
Oh, it does. It just did. Did. Talking.
So...
No, I'm setting it up, Evie, so that when the first time you talk in the stream, hopefully, I'm working on it. Get it to work out. That the lights will flash for you. So hopefully we'll say when you'll do the song and the lights will flash.
So just to confirm, if I run a command, it doesn't crash, right?
I don't know. You did
Never mind.
yeah.
That's okay.
Yeah, and we can do that. We can change. The host should have done it too, but I didn't actually see it with the host. And to be fair, the host flashes purple. So that when you do a host, it does that. It's kind of it's a little muted.
Okay.
The host didn't work. Oh wait, I have it set for low host to not. So we're still toying with it. I'm trying to figure out exactly how angry I want to make things.
I have a pretty good idea that I know what the crash is. Why is the thing that I don't know. But I know where it is.
So yeah, we're doing that. Extra life stuff that will flash for like anything follows, stuff like that. I think I'm gonna make them a little bit more noticeable. And then probably try to add more song and stuff like that into it. Or more sound effects and noises and stuff. If I actually did it right, like with the less than 3, I could actually get the lights to flash like 2 or 3 pillars, and if I play with it long enough, in sync with the sound clip.
Important question. Did you put an API key for Lumia Stream in the box for it on tab?
I'm gonna go with no.
Good. No is the correct answer here.
Okay, then I did right. So we're trying to get all the bots trying to talk to each other, trying to get stuff to like send motions and stuff like that. It's set up also where like obviously right now everything's set to like purple. If you generate points or with points you can get it to
Actually, no, I don't know why it's crashing. Nothing in that chunk of code has been changed.
But yeah, so we're doing that, trying to figure out some stuff. partially to try to get. So you just found the one car in the parking lot, decided to run straight.
All right, what was my last check? Because we've had team announcements work since they added the 60-day limit on the game announcements.
Yeah, it's possible. I don't know if maybe I just shut it down by accident or something.
Well, no, because it's done it multiple times.
Seems to be running now. Yeah, so basically what I've done is when we talked about this earlier, so we have all the lights in the back. We have I have LEDs, color coded LEDs in my ceiling fan now. We have my lamp over here. We'll see how it goes if people are. Well, I can do it too because it's set up for anybody. So right now, pretty much anybody that's in the Cornerstone team, it will trigger the flash.
Is Tab still running?
It looks like it is.
Okay, that was weird. Because we had it not start and stay running. We had it close before, but now it's fine.
Maybe it updated or something in the things.
I blame Ghost.
It goes to the machine. That guy's horrible.
I bet you it's all the ghosts of everyone that dies in the Eevee's Lost Motor Party stream.
It's probably what it is.
And that was fun, by the way. I had no idea what I was doing, but it was still fun.
Yeah, it's always good time to get out with. All right. I'm trying to find out how many bills I'm actually have.
You hover off. I'm doing this. So we kind of got completely distracted.
Yes.
Virtual assistant position. Okay.
Oh, for I think what you did. That's good news. Hopefully they'll pick you up. That'd be glorious.
Yeah, sorry about that, Evie. Technical issues usually get me distracted, and unfortunately tends to take one with them.
Yeah, I don't really need help getting distracted. I do really good at it on my own.
Yeah, but I write all this wonderful software that just helps, distract even further. It's great.
Yes.
Of course, what would be better if I could write reliable goddamn code, but yeah, no. Little things.
This part it does okay. For the most part, like, yeah, it takes us a little bit of time sometimes to get exactly what we're trying to do, but it's not like the stuff we're trying to do has got, some magical correct way to do it. Like, to be fair, most of the crazy shit I ask for is, you know, crazy shit.
I mean, that is within the definition of crazy shit, so yes. Ow. I forgot there's a box there.
Well, some of the stuff we're trying to do is we're trying to get, like, so the Lumia Stream stuff, and I'm probably going to pick up, I don't know if I'll get the, a full. I'm honestly probably going to be buying a Lumia Stream, just the lifetime subscription to, because it's something I've been pretty much trying to do for a while, or something that I've wanted to do for a while, and having a software that I can do it, that does exactly what I want it to do, because it's kind of one of those things that I wanted to get the lights and stuff kind of in the background working, for a bit, and have that stuff kind of working and doing things and stuff like that. But I didn't really have the ability to do it. So being able to, get that stuff going so that we can, what, see it now.
Ah, I see you are blue.
Yes. Somebody changed it to me. But and then the other side too is it gives people something to do with all these crazy points that we have laying around. Yeah, exactly. Like, so you could like change the default color. Like, well, you can change the color like 154 times. You could just change the default color of the room also. So if you go down to the bottom, Evie, there's I think it's 10,000 points, and it just changes the default color, which basically changes the default color for the lights until somebody else changes it. And that one you can actually pick. It's not right now. So there's a couple of things. We have the red, blue, green ones last for I think 10 minutes, and then it kind of goes back. I'm probably going to add a change to a color you want for 10 minutes also. And then there's the thing in the bottom where basically queues instead of 10,000 points, and it will immediately change the color queue, and it skips the queue. So like right now, if you spend 10 or 1,000 points to turn it blue, 1,000 points to turn it green, 1,000 points to turn it red, it'll stay blue for 10 minutes, it'll go green for 10 minutes, and then it'll go red for green 10 minutes, and then it'll just go back to the default. If you choose the default option, it skips it. It still leaves it all there, but it skips it. So it's pretty cool stuff. Yeah, and I'm trying to get it set up in a way that makes sense, and it is fair to people, because I don't want somebody to spend 10,000 points. And unfortunately, right now, like if you spent 10,000 points, somebody spends 10,000 points right after you can get an award real quick, and whoever the last person is wins. Which the way the points set, I believe, is.
I'm gonna do a thing.
Uh-oh.
No idea what that's gonna be. But
I went to some light bluish color.
oh, default overrides the 10 minutes, does it?
Yes. If you change the default, it basically jumps to the beginning of the queue. So what would happen is it's a pale blue here.
It's meant to be yellow.
No, it's definitely got some blue in it.
Yeah,
I think I got a weird LED.
Yellow.
It's like there are a lot of them that are like a pale blue, like almost like an aqua, and then there's a couple that are like darker blue.
Alright, well, I have the points to try that again, so I'm going to try that again. And I'm not using English colors because the English ones never work.
I don't even know. Yeah, that was. It's still a little white looking on the stream. The camera's not doing it massive justice. Like, it's a lot cooler here than it shows up on the stream. Because the stream it's kind of washed out with white. I think what I need to do is turn the brightness down a little bit. Echo. Turn.
I missed something. Can you say it again?
Echo, turn all lights to 50%. No. I didn't really do it.
Okay. Let me try... straight calling it yellow and see what it does.
Yeah, it's a lot better yellow here, but yeah, looking at the stream, it looks very white for me anyway.
Just trying to think of which color channel I need to push it into to make it work. I wonder if it's the green that's... It's either the green that's weak or it's the blue that's weak.
Yeah, well, I think it's just the like I said, it looks amazing here. I think it may just be too much and just maybe saturating it. I may need to do something with my camera.
Here's the name of the color.
Hey, Evie, thank you for stopping by. I appreciate it. I don't know.
Oh, right. I need to go like that.
Yeah. It doesn't look like it changed much. It did get a little bit brighter, it looks like. It's like an orangey. Oh, there it goes. Yeah, it's almost like it's... I don't know. On the camera, it looks like it's washing it out. It's just like it's too much light in the background.
Right, because it's going back to its default color really fast, isn't it?
It's not going to a default color. Like, I can see it changing here, but on camera, it's like...
It's already changed back, that's the problem.
Oh...
Whereas if I now go color red so you can see a sharp change. Yeah, so that's why that one happened.
Yeah, I think I changed the color timing to allow it to last longer.
Yeah, I think that one needs to be a little bit longer.
Well, the problem with the commands is that I'm not entirely sure how I want to go with those yet.
I'd probably take the commands to be VIP mod only,
Yeah.
and then use points for everything else, like Nerdy suggested earlier.
Yeah, I'll probably do that. Oh. That works. She said.
No, because that's not the command.
I just changed it. Oh, maybe that's
Did
right.
you forget to hit refresh?
That is such a cool animation. Oh, it's too much fun with this silly thing.
Contract 51. Done. They really don't pay that much. So the contracts suck.
Yeah. It's a lot of work because they'd have to, because if they paid you what you was actually worth, it would you'd make too much money.
Well, I mean, the problem is that you're making too much money, then they need to have better money sinks.
They do. They have equipment. The sad part is they were on easy.
Then we should be getting more money than that on easy, unless they've really made it freaking hard. And then what's the point of having an easy difficulty? Did I just get myself stuck in a well? Did I little Timmy this shit?
Yeah, so I'll go into the chat, make all them VIP, like VIP subscribers, stuff like that. Specifically, VIP is if you've been in the channel for a while, it's quite possible you're VIP. It's automatic when you hit. I think it's a certain hours or certain points or something. And I don't ever want to try to restrict something to where you have to be a subscriber unless it's something that is, built into Twitch or something like that. Obviously, like the emotes, there's not much I can do about the emotes because you kind of have to have subscriber emotes. I'm trying to work on getting that sorted, and then. But anything that I can control, like the lights, stuff like that, I always want to make sure the VIPs, the people that have been around here forever, are still included in that stuff. So the last thing I ever want to do is try and devalue somebody's support of the channel just because they haven't made a monetary contribution. Like, if you can't make a monetary contribution, that's okay. I'm fine with that. Like, you don't have to. There's nothing that says you have to make a monetary contribution. And if you can't, you can't. And you don't have to explain it to me. You don't have to tell me why. I'm okay with it. But I don't, value somebody's contributions less just because it's not a monetary contribution.
Hey, Van Herk.
DU has part me now. Not so much. Me and DU are having issue right now. I'm not impressed with the industry changes, and I'm not happy with the schematic changes, and it's not like I'm just mad about the schematics. I'm frustrated with the way NQ does it. And that's the issue, is that NQ and the way that they don't listen with to the community and to the people that are trying to support and play the game. I'm not a fan of. So honestly, at this point, for now, I'm taking the break. What am I taking this?
Are you doing shenanigans with hay bales again?
Maybe. I get tired of playing with a stupid thing.
They're grass bales, aren't they? Are they the round ones?
Yes.
Are you playing with the round one? Yeah. How did I guess?
Johnson's Farmer Smarty. But they fit in the truck. It's not overloaded in the least bit. They're strapped down. It's a safe load.
So how many you got in there? 5,
3.
6, or 7? Only 3. Okay.
Well, it's just a little, like a Ford Ranger. Like, I can't, like, I was going to try to put more in there, but it was... So yeah, so for the moment, Van Herk, I'm going to take a break from DU, until the actual schematic change, they listen to us and either give us more information on what the change is, and that change doesn't sound like a massive waste of my time, because right now the change in DU sounds like a massive waste of my time, and that's my issue, is that it sounds like a time sink just to have a time sink, and I'm not a fan of it.
We're not looking for another full-time job.
Yeah, I play games to relax and have a good time, and generally have
Yeah, I'm a full-time programmer. Plumber's a full-time desk side service tech.
yeah, and
don't
DU
need to
does
be
not pay
spending
that
all
well.
day- Yeah, dude.
So I just and I'm not gonna, it is what it is. I've got enough time and money already invested in DU. I don't need to try to justify my
The thing about it that pisses me off with this change is in the roadmap. In fact, from what I've seen in both roadmaps, there is sections in there to allow, orgs and, small player groups. Which,
well,
a lot of the affected people are included in, to basically become tycoons / monopolies on, things.
So my problem, Van Hurt,
text.
is that it is exactly as Pete's saying, right? They're telling us that they don't want us to basically they don't want us to be self-sufficient. They don't want people to be able to play and do things where that's the actual point of doing this stuff is to become self-sufficient. I'm sorry, but the goal of any MMO is to become self-sufficient. Like the whole point of it is to try and your guild or whatever to be self-sufficient. I shouldn't have to be dependent on somebody else to make the stuff I need to make my items, right? So if I'm dependent on Van Herk to get my schematics to build engines, and me and Van Herk get upset with each other one day, but the problem is you can't force people to work together. You can't force that interaction. It doesn't work. It physically, that doesn't work. Forcing that interaction doesn't work. And then what ends up happening is, so we're forced to go to Market 6 to go buy stuff because everybody puts stuff in Market 6. Well, Market 6 just turns into a laggy freaking mess that nobody wants to go to because it's just yeah, but the thing is like, so now you're just forcing me to go to the market again. And we've already seen the markets aren't exactly awesome. Right? And they're forcing interaction to force interaction. And that's the issue. And what they're trying to do is they're trying to be EVE Online. And they're trying to force interaction. They're trying to force these big fights where a bunch of stuff gets destroyed, and they can go, hey, look, a bunch of stuff got destroyed. Look at the big headline we can generate. And then, oh, you should come hang out with us. You should leave EVE Online and come play this game instead because it's better. The people that are playing EVE Online have got so much time invested in it, they're never going to leave. The people that have left EVE Online for DU have already they're already gone. My problem is that especially with the schematic changes, people that have left aren't going to come back for this change. I can't see somebody going, oh well, my factory was destroyed, and you made this horrible change, and I left. Okay, well, I'm not going to come back because you made a different horrible change. You know, and I'm sorry, but at this point, the you know, and there's two camps. There's the manufacturers that are upset with the change because they're going to have to rebuild the factories. They're going to have to redo things. I'm frustrated with it because oh no, I know it's and we did see a little bit of it. It was bad. But like, I'm worried because this is basically going to make us like, Hanjo is gone. Like, I can't see Hanjo staying. With these changes, like I can't. Gotchar's the place is going to be destroyed with these changes.
But so here's the thing with Gotcha. Gotcha, yeah, he's one physical person. How many accounts is he paying for?
Well, and that's the problem, and that's one of the arguments, is that you're telling me that, oh, this stops the person from doing it, but it doesn't really stop the person from doing it, because it's not going to stop Gotchar, because Gotchar's got this freaking.
Technically, he's 8 people.
Yeah, he's got his whole freaking his thing, right? Even with me, like I didn't have 8 accounts, but I had 3. He had 2, right? So this change to kill stuff isn't going to do it. All it's going to do is require me to always have those accounts. It's not really going to change anything. Because people like Taylor Bud that have like 11, 12, accounts, they're just going to keep doing it. Yeah, well, no, it's about causing reason for people to buy and sell DAX. It's about trying to generate a money sink, pull money out of the system, so people have a reason to buy and sell DAX. That's what it is, right? But the problem is the whole point of buying and selling DAX is they have to be done in game, and the first versions of DAX won't work in game. They're and depending on how critical you want to be of NQ, they're hurting for money, right? And they need money to continue developing the game. I've already given them $400. And now at this point, with this change, and it's not necessarily the change, it's not just the change, it's the way NQ communicates, it's the way the community managers interface with the community. Okay, I am not happy with those. I am not happy with them saying, oh, we took feedback and we listened to the community. Who in the community thought this was a good idea, this was the way to go? Right? So those are my issues, right? And like I'm not a PvP guy. I've never claimed to be. I will never claim to be. But if we go back to that stuff, the PvP stuff, all that stuff, it's a lot of that stuff is Stop. So I'm not trying to, but there's a lot of PvP changes and stuff like that. Like they weren't able to do, which is fine. But now they're saying, oh well, hey, these worlds that we have built that are currently PvE, eventually they're going to be changed to not PvP or not PvE. I'm like, what? We'll drop these things off. Yeah, so I'm not necessarily bitching about DU. I'm bitching about Nova.
I know. I know. Yeah, it's.
But yeah, it's the same thing, right? And it's not. It's just I'm being very critical of them because I've interfaced with games like Satisfactory, and Satisfactory's made mistakes. They've done stuff in that game that I really don't like, and I'm not a fan of. But they're very transparent and they're very open about it, and they're very matter of fact about, hey, this is why we're doing this. This is why we're having to do this. Not that we wanted to do this or this was our vision, but this is what we had to do, and this is why. Okay, that's fine. My problem with NovaCort is they're coming out with this jacked up system to basically limit the amount of blueprints somebody can produce so that they can limit the factory sizes, but it only limits the factory sizes to the people that aren't pushing the boundaries, right? Because somebody like Gachar that has 8 or 10 setting or people, it's not going to slow him down. It's just going to cause aggravation, right? Because now he's got to go in and plan out his 8 or 10 characters. He has to figure out each individual one, which ones are making what recipes, and then he's got to go into his facility and figure out who's using what recipes today and try to find and fill those machines. I didn't understand what I said last time because I was getting ready for work. So the briefest version, Nerdy, is have you played Satisfactory, Factorio? Which of those factory building type games have you played? Well, I know you've played like Minecraft, just a little bit, not a lot. All right, so imagine in Factorio, instead of going up to a piece of equipment and telling it, okay, I want you to make this recipe, right? And then you just give it the elements that it needs, set up the stuff so that it makes it, and then it starts spitting it out. So imagine right now you have to go back to your main hub. You have to pull out the recipe to make red signs, and then you have to carry that schematic and you have to go put it into that building. Okay, that's basically what we're having to do at D right now. So every piece of equipment that I have has to have a schematic that tells that piece of equipment how to work. I'm okay with that. It makes it restricted. It is. A lot of people are upset with it because they're very cost prohibitive, and every piece of equipment needs to have a schematic. Everything. Okay. The new system they're proposing is going to remove a lot of the schematic needs for like screws and plates and that stuff. But the high-end stuff, your final products, like your engines and your stuff like that, they're basically going to change the way schematics work. So now I have to go to Ophelia. I have to buy from Ophelia. I have to buy the problem is they're not telling us which of these we're going to have to do. It's all circumstantial and up to change and screw up life and balancing, right? So I have to go buy an engine thing, and it's all wibbly wobbly, timey wimey stuff. Like nobody knows what the hell's going on, and it's frustrating because they don't want to tell anybody. So anyway, I go to Ophelia. I buy not a master blueprint because Ophelia owns all the master blueprints, and I can't have a master blueprint. So I buy a copy of a master blueprint, and then from that blueprint, I can put it in my inventory, and I can make basically a consumable blueprint off of that, right? But there's a time and a money problem with that, right? So every one of those consumable blueprints I want to build takes a little bit of time and a little bit of money for me to make it, okay? And so I only can make so many blueprints in a given amount of time before I can't make any more consumable blueprints. So if I have a large factory that I built over time, with this system, I will not be able to make the blueprints to keep that factory running. And then when I want to make an engine, I then have to go grab the consumable blueprint and go place it into the machine that is making that engine so that it will actually make one of those engines. Okay, evidently this lady's used her balls off. So my problem is that they're basically going to have me limit the amount of stuff that I can have. Yeah, there's a bit of a grind to it, right? Well, and it's an MMO, and it's made to be a time sink, and it's made to kind of. It's an MMO. It's made to be a time sink where you have to spend time in the game. You're trying to, like I get that part of it. Like that's not the part I'm upset about. The part I'm upset about is that they're basically. The problem is that the factories are getting too large and they're starting to cause problems on the server. Okay. So, but instead of them coming out and going, hey, the factories are getting too large, we made a mistake. We need to change the way the factories are done so that they stop overloading the server and crashing. They come out with this BS system that makes this some arbitrary number that you can't, like, there's no information about, right? And combined with this, they just recently released another thing called the Alioth Exchange, which is basically it's a developer-controlled, basically a mall. So think of an old mall, when you used to go for kids and play, go to the arcade and go window shop and stuff. So it's basically a mall that has a bunch of little kiosks in it. But the problem is it's a dev control mall in a game that's supposed to be about players and about player interactions and players generating stuff. And it's just this constant thing where they're chipping away at all the stuff that the players are trying to build, and it's almost like they're upset that they're not getting their taxes from the player-run portions of it. so they're trying to pull taxes out. It's just a like if you're going to tell me it's a player driven economy, a player driven community, then let it be player driven. Like, you know, why are you forcing your you know, you will include me in the conversation. So I don't know. For me, it's just is it a sandbox or is it a playpen? If it's a playpen, tell me it's a playpen. Tell me that I have to play by your rules, and which, you know, I understand it's their game. I have to play by their rules anyway. There's not much I can do about that. But don't tell me it's a sandbox, and then when I try to do sandbox things, be like, oh no, you can't do that. A large problem. People telling me I can't play the way I want to.
The other thing with it is, for a lot of these issues, they already figured out the solution. Like, if they want more player interactions, if they want more, you know, control over the markets and more tax and the ability to, you know, have all these, you know, little player stores like, you know, Gottmart and SVA be, you know, taxed. They already figured out the solution. It's called the player market system that they keep pushing back. If instead Alioth Exchange had been a community effort to build a really big mall, and then everyone had gone with, oh, I don't know, S-Core spots instead, and, you know,
Yeah.
had it been player market based, and then devs gone, oh, hey, that's a really good idea. Here's a thought. Let's help them and help with fixed performance. You know, I don't know. Maybe add something that lets them say everything beyond these surfaces doesn't get drawn, so they can, you know, spruce up the building that people have made.
Well, all they have to do is the tools that they've used to generate the exchange. They could just give the player base those tools. And if they
don't want to do that, then alternately, because I'm hoping the exchange is some sort of magic no draw system where, you know, when you're inside the walls, anything behind certain other walls doesn't get drawn. Hope to Christ. Then, you know, they could always just go to, you know, shops and other constructs and be like, hang on, let us put down the magic surfaces for you.
Yeah.
That would be a great thing to do. That would encourage players to build gathering points. That would encourage players to go to interact with people.
Well, and that's the problem. Is they're saying it's to increase player interaction, and it's. I don't believe that's what's happening. It looks more of a, to me, and it's my opinion, it looks like a way to basically make the game pay to win without it being pay to win, if that makes sense. Because if I have enough money to throw at it, and I have enough counts to throw at it, I can still run an SVA, or I can still run a Gottmart, right? If I have enough to throw at it, if I have enough money to do it, I can. Same thing with the DAX, right? If I have enough money, I can throw money at DAX all day long, sell them on the exchange, and generate as much money as I ever want to in the game. So to me, it's more about that whole, yeah, if I just throw money at this problem, then it will go away. And these solutions that they're coming up to problems that I don't believe really exist, seem to be putting it to a point of, oh, well, if you just make, you know, another account, then you can make more recipes. And then with us not knowing anything about what those recipes or what that system looks like, none of that information's being brought out. Like, honestly, if I was the community manager, I would have not sent out a letter. I would not have put something in text format. I would have made a video that said, "Hey, these are the things. This is how the system works. This is how it functions now. This is how it works now. You know, you go buy it from here. You make this. This is how this does. This is how long these take. Here's a list of the stuff that we're talking about doing. This is this, how this is going to work. Hey, it's on the PTS right now. You guys go log into it, check it out, give us some feedback." And when I ask for feedback, I would actually want feedback, right? Because the problem is the system, the way they've described it, isn't going to work. It's going to break, and it's going to cause problems, and then they're going to have to fix it later. So you're going to jack the server up, you're going to break everybody's factories, and 6 months or a year down the road, you're going to do it again. Yeah, it's just it's a nerdy because, like, the old meme of "you were the chosen one." I truly believe that a month and a half, 2 months ago, when we started getting into the, and we started bringing people in, and I started promoting it and started doing as much as I could, I truly believed that was my new home. That was where I was going to stay. And we've lived a month and a half, or we have lived a month and a half or 2 months under the, hey, we may wipe, we may not wipe. No, we're still talking about it. Yeah, we're still talking about it. Yeah, we probably won't do it, but, it's still an option. Yeah, exactly. But that's the issue, and that's really where I'm at, is that, like the fact that, yeah, it's a monthly charge, and that's hard to stomach, and I definitely get that. But it's a space engineer's game that actually functions and works, and you're just making it. You're just sucking the fun out of the game. So these schematic changes and stuff, it doesn't. Adding another mini game for me to deal with keeping my factory running isn't fun for me, right? Yeah, exactly. Get you 1,000 sparkling space potatoes and a cosmetic small. There's no cosmetics yet. There will be cosmetics. I promise you for a fact there's going to be cosmetics. The system's already in place. They just haven't started selling.
Well, we know there's going to be pets.
Yeah, there has to be pets, because I have 4 of them. And matter of fact, game's supposed to release by the end of the year. I have 4 pets that I'm promised I still haven't even no idea what those pets are even. Yeah. Well, I'm okay with cosmetics. Like I'm okay with cosmetic microtransactions, stuff like that. The problem is when you start getting into DAX, and then you start implementing systems that basically encourage you to have multiple freaking accounts, right? Because like I said, right now I have 3 accounts. He has 2 accounts, and we're low. Like, in the people in the people that we're running around with, like, that's a low number of accounts.
Not gonna name the person, but don't we know someone with like 20 alt accounts?
Yeah, we don't specifically know them, but
we know of them, and yeah, they have 20 accounts.
Yeah, they have 20 accounts. So you're thinking 20 accounts at, even if you buy them on a yearly basis, that's what, $90 a month that they're paying to play that game? No, actually, like almost $200 a month they're paying to play that game. Right? That's insane. Yeah. Yeah, and well, exactly, because as soon as they start losing money, and I'll be forthright, like as soon as that freaking account stuff came out about changing that to basically limiting the amount of schematics that you can deploy, first thing I did was I went and canceled my alt accounts. I turned both of their accounts off, told it to stop this, and specifically put in there that I was canceling because of that. And anybody that's not happy with the changes, I recommend you do the same. Like, it doesn't really hurt you. It doesn't do anything to you. Like, it's, you know, you'll still be able to play the account until the time runs out. So that's not a big deal. And you can always revert it back. All it does is send an email to somebody, some bean counter, that says, hey, you know, thousands of people just cancel their accounts because well, no, those are my specific alt accounts. So, and I would have canceled my main account, except for I can't. So my main account's a lifetime subscription. But honestly, at this point, like with changes like that, like I would have to think about it a little bit longer. But stuff like that, I'm literally like, okay, you can just give my money back and we'll call it even. Like it's like it is that bad. That is because you're just destroying. You made this wonderful, fun, you know, factory building game, and then you just rip the rug out from under. And I understand the problem is they're trying to make EVE Online. They're trying to make EVE Online with buildable ships, and that's not what people want. People don't want EVE Online. We already have EVE Online. It, you know, either you play it and you love it, or you try to play it and you've gotten beat by freaking, you know, PvPers and think they suck. So it is what it is. It's, you know, I haven't given up on DU. I don't think that they can recover. Like it's still more than possible for them to recover and to get things going back and get things better. But they've got to pull their head out of their butt. Like, and I'm sorry, like they seriously just need to listen to the people. I don't know if they would. I think
they would.
You think they would release private servers if they fold?
No, I don't think they would.
Yeah, I don't think they would either. I think they take their toys and go home.
Honestly, at this point, with this far in, with this long under development of DU, I don't think they're going to listen. I don't think they're ever going to listen.
No, and that's my frustration.
I have no faith that they're going to get this right and recover.
Well, my issue is they come out and they keep asking, and it's the wording. Like I'm very, very, you know, your words have weight. Your words have. So if you're going to come out and tell me that you want input, that means that there's a conversation to be had. That means that we're talking about something. That means that the decision that you've made isn't final. And that there's a discussion to be had. But that's not what it is. Is they're like, oh hey, we're taking input for this, but we've already done it, and we're just going to implement it soon. If you have questions, you can ask questions. We'll answer the questions, but this is happening. You know. Yeah. Well, no, exactly, and that's the problem with a lot of stuff in gaming right now is that people see the money, and they're like, well, if we build this, we'll make lots of money, and then they sell that idea of building it to make lots of money. Then as soon as an investor gets in there, 2 days later, they're like, hey, where's all that money at? Hey, you told me I was gonna have a lot of money. Where's that money at? Hey, I gave you money. Where's my money at? And that's what really is the downfall, because with microtransactions, NFTs, bitcoins, all this garbage, everybody wants instant satisfaction, just instant gratification, like right now, today. Like, why don't I have my money now? That is the problem of the world. But yeah, so and that's really what the problem is that they were sold on, hey, we're gonna make this MMO, we're gonna make all this money, and the servers are killing. Because instead of building their own servers, where all they had was like internet, they went with I believe with AWS, and are having to pay for the Amazon services, and depending on how much and how quickly and stuff like that, that shit adds up. So yeah, people don't realize exactly how much some of that stuff starts to cost, and go to your home. But yeah, so and that's that's my frustration, is because they won't come out and specifically say that these changes, and they kind of hinted at it that that they don't want a single player being able to make everything. I'm sorry, that's garbage. That's the goal of every MMO I've ever played, is to have this self-sufficient, like, have your characters where you can be completely self-sufficient. And it would be different if, like, I had multiple characters, right? Like, if I could make multiple characters and I could bounce in and out, and I can have different characters do this different stuff. But I'm limited to one character per account. So if I have only allowed one character, that single character should eventually be able to get every skill in the game. It's going to take a while, not going to be easy, but I should be able to. Except for now, getting every skill in the game doesn't do good anymore, because now I can't build it. How am I doing? Well, and the thing is they always want you to. The trick is you're trying to get somebody to be part of the group because it's less likely. It's more likely for a single player to quit a game than it is for somebody that's in a guild or a group, right? If you have a group of friends that you're playing with, you're less likely to leave the game. And the whole point of it is just trying to keep as many people in the game playing and paying that monthly fee as they can, because that's how the game survives. And I get that, I understand that, but at the same time, if you're in beta or more likely alpha, because some of the stuff they're changing is massive alpha type stuff. If you're that early in development, you should be listening to the people that are playing your game and about how they're playing it. You don't tell them, this is how you're going to play my game. Give them the tools that you created. You see how they use them, and then you adapt and you figure out how to fix the problems they create. Right? It's the same thing if you're a GM for Dungeons and Dragons, right? If you're the GM, you give people the setting, give people the rules and the tools to do what you need them to do. And if they start doing things that you don't like, you have to figure out how to get them back on track or try to figure out how to get them to stop doing whatever they're doing. It's not, it'd be the equivalent of a GM go, well, I didn't want you to do that. So when you open that door, it just, there's a dragon in each. Like, what? Why? Well, you weren't playing by the rules that I wanted. Why do you not? It only works if I turn on the beacon.
It's probably listening to the keybinds or something on the computer.
Yeah. So, and it's just that it's that hypocritical garbage. It's the same thing with. It's the same reason I don't listen to Metallica. The whole freaking. Well, we're not worried about We just want to make sure our fans have the best quality music that we put out. We want to make sure that they're getting what they're paying for. Like, no, you don't. You give a shit that they paid you. You give a crap whether or not they like what they got. You care that they paid you for your work. Which is fine. Like, if you want to get paid for your work, I'm fine with that. But don't blow smoke in my butt and call me a TP. Like, if you want money for your work, then come out and say, hey, this is about them stealing money from our pockets. We don't like it. Okay, cool. I'm fine with that. Just be honest with yourself. All right, Pete. It is about that time, my friend.
It is.
See what kind of storms I have blown in today. Yeah, I gotta leave at about 10 now. Yeah, just so that we can have, and we looked at Star Citizen too, but like the PvP system in Star Citizen, not a fan of it. I don't like anything that forces me to be. Well, how long do you need, Nerdy? Oh, don't rush, man. Take your time. Get set up. If you're... Yeah, dude, I can wait around for a little bit. Like, I can... Given, I know for a fact that somebody, somebody that I like watching this in the stream, I don't have to go find randos to watch. I can wait. Help you? Well, that's what happens. Walker, you were standing on the very edge of the bed and it tried to turn around. You were not a ballerina. All right. So we're going to raid the nerdy. What are you playing, the nerdy? Are you done beating me to death with those ears? I am trying to... Can you please go back down? I'm almost done. Jesus Christ.
Looks like it's Minecraft.
Yeah, that's fine. If it makes you happy, peas and rice, I cannot freaking... Alright, we're going to raid Nerdy. He's playing some Minecraft. Go tell him I said hi. You guys be safe. And we will talk to you tomorrow. Bye.